Hey everybody, and welcome to another Film Followers review. I am Eric, and this video's review is for the film Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle. That comes out on December 20th. And yeah, so this movie is a sequel, surprisingly enough, to the original 90s Jumanji movie that starred Robin Williams way back in the day. For anyone that's not familiar with the whole premise of Jumanji, the idea is it's a cursed board game that in the first film, when you played the game, anything that the game said was going to happen when you rolled the dice on this map would actually happen in the game world or in the real world. And in the sake for one of the characters in the first movie, Robin Williams' character, he gets sucked into the game. For a long time. His childhood passes and he's in mid 40s adult when new kids stumble on the game and he gets pulled out. And there's more to it. It was a comedic family-ish movie. It's had some dark tones there. I kind of feel like a lot of movies that were comedies or family friendly back then had they had a little bit more darkness to them than stuff that you would consider the comedic family fare today. But yeah, enough about that old movie. Let's just get right down to this new one. So, Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle is the sequel that they cleverly, it's set during modern times. They point out that kids today probably wouldn't play a board game, and so Jumanji, the curse of this board game, finds out that this has happened. Through someone who was going to play the game and decides, no, I'm going to play video games instead. And so it turns itself into a video game. And so that's the idea, is that this haunted board game is now a video game. And instead of you playing the game as just a normal person, you get sucked into the actual world, kind of like what happened to Robin Williams in the first film. And so we follow a group of teenagers in high school who they get put into detention. They find the game in some really crappy closet space that they have to clean up. And instead of spending detention doing what they're supposed to do, they decide to play the game and they get sucked in. And when you go into the world, the premise is that these people take the look and attributes of the character they chose. And so that's where, all of our main characters, Dwanye Johnson, Kevin Hart, Karen Gillan, and Jack Black. That's where they all come into play. And Nick Jonas later in the film. But yeah, so what's really great about this movie is it's a lot of fun. It's really humorous. I can say I might have a little bias for Dwanye Johnson. I just find him to be one of those movie stars that he's just a really hardworking, charming type of guy. So I really buy into his stuff when he makes an entertaining movie, and this is an entertaining one for him. It's really fun to see all these actors play these body swap type roles, because the character that Dwanye Johnson's playing is this nerdy, not confident, kind of scared of everything type of guy. But he's smart, so he understands throughout the film going forward, hey, I'm the strong character, so I can do all these things. So you see some good character growth, and you see it for all of them. The Jack Black's character, he's playing a very social media obsessed teenage girl. And you see her grow. Every character has some strong growth throughout, which is fun, on top of just the humor situation of these people taking these roles of characters that don't really match what their personalities suggest, but it brings out better qualities in all of them. And so it has some positive good stuff to it past just being a humorous movie, because it is quite funny. It's definitely a movie that it's family friendly, but it has a good mix. It has some good humor that some adults will appreciate. It has more of the childlike humor that children would get. And just like the original, it actually does. I was kind of concerned that it wouldn't do this, but it touches on some of the kind of more messed up stuff that can happen because of this world. In the original, there's the fact that yeah, Robin Williams' character, since he disappeared as a kid, like it ruined his family. It just caused so much destruction, and to be that person and understanding, oh my God, I've been gone all this time. What has happened because of this? They definitely play around with those themes, and they even have a couple little throwbacks to the original, which is really cool. I won't spoil any of them for those who actually care. But yeah, they're in there. So if you've seen the first movie, you'll appreciate those little things here that are thrown in. It's pretty cool. And the other thing that I liked past all of that was, it isn't a video game, and it's very fourth wall in a sense that it knows that this is a movie about a video game. So there's stuff towards the beginning where it cuts away to some exposition-y scene, and you're thinking, okay, it's just telling more of the story. But all the other characters are coming over it going, what is going on? And he's explaining, oh yeah, video games, they have cutscenes to explain what's going on. So they do that a lot throughout the movie of just drawing back to, yeah, this is a video game. This isn't a normal world, even if it looks real to us. And I appreciated that as well. I liked that it pointed that out and acknowledged what it was. There's a lot of movies that, they could have took it a turn where they took it a little bit more seriously. And they didn't. They played it off exactly as if, this is, if someone was in a video game and it was trying to mimic a video game, there would be these little quirks. And yeah, so like the villain stuff and all that, the overall plot of what they're trying to accomplish isn't anything that extraordinary. It has that type of more generic-y plot, but you're really focused on watching these great stars play off each other and have these humorous things, and just have a good entertaining time. And that is 100% what this movie is. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really good time. I would highly recommend seeing it if you just want to have some good laughs, especially if you've seen the original and you just you want to relate back to those old days. I mean, granted, it's definitely a different movie, so don't think it's going to be the exact same thing. But yeah, if you like any of these actors, it's definitely worth checking out. Yeah, I don't really have many negatives past what I mentioned. Generic story, not really that interesting of a villain. But yeah, it touches on a lot of good things. So yeah, I would give this one a 7.5 out of 10. I don't think it is necessarily a high pantheon of great movies in the world, but it's fun. It's a good, entertaining one. I had a good, solid time with it. When it comes to comedic, blockbustery, high-budget films, I still think the top of the list this year is easily Thor Ragnarok. But this is a good other alternative if you've seen Thor a couple times or three like me. This is another one that fits that bill of it'll give you some good laughs, it'll give you some smiles, and it's also some blind entertainment for you to just sit back and not overthink and overanalyze everything. So yeah. The movie's not out till the 20th, so when you get a chance to see it, let me know what you think. For anyone who has seen it that's watching this video, maybe it's past the 20th at this point. What did you think? Did you like it? Did you think that you didn't really like some of the video gamey stuff or stuff like that? I want to know. I'd be very intrigued. So leave a comment, or you can always send me a message through Twitter. Email, any of those options work. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it, add to the movie community, the movie review community, and yeah, subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna have a lot more reviews. I'm gonna start doing some trailer reviews, not reactions. Maybe I'll get to that point at some time, but for now I'm just going to give my thoughts on some trailers. so yeah, we're gonna expand and do more things. And yeah, I would like if you like some of this and you want to get more, subscribe so you can join in and not miss out on all the fun we'll be having. All right, you guys have a good rest of your week. See a bunch of movies, and yeah, check out Jumanji. Welcome to the Jungle. You should have a good time. All right, thanks a lot, guys. Bye.